Today, I want to talk about something very important that affects every migrant in the UK. Whether you are on a skilled worker visa, health and care worker visa, study visa, spousal visa, or even settled. This is a video you'd want to watch. Recently, a major newspaper in the UK, Guardian, published something I found really shocking. And I want us to look at it because it affects us as migrants living in the UK. And this could be one of the reasons why we see some of those changes today. So stay with me, let's go straight into it. My name is Tochi and welcome to my channel. Please like this video, give it a thumbs up as you're watching so YouTube can recommend it to more people, and kindly share it to everyone that needs to hear this as well. To all my returning subscribers, you guys are amazing. You're welcome back to today's video, and if you're yet to subscribe, please subscribe right now. Just click on that button. It's easy and it's very free. So I came across this report published by The Guardian and it really shocks me because I really don't understand where it was coming from, like why. So I'll share it with you guys now so that we will just look at this thing together. Now, here it says a large majority of UK voters believe immigration is increasing despite sharp falls in the number of people entering the UK, according to exclusive polling shared with The Guardian. So the question now is, why? Why do majority of the people in the UK think that immigration is increasing, that more people are coming to the UK, despite the fact that there is even a published data from the Home Office? In fact, Home Office keeps releasing data almost every time just to update everyone to say, oh, net migration is dropping sharply. I've shared some of those videos with you guys here. They'll soon publish another one very soon because they try to update us regularly on the numbers of people that are applying for UK visas across different visa categories and stuff like that. And recently, they've shown, in fact, the numbers show that it has dropped drastically. Even Rwanda said that this is the lowest that net migration has ever been in the UK in a very long time. So why are people not talking about it? Why is it that despite the fact that numbers are dropping, in fact, it's very difficult now to come into the UK legally? Yes, we know that people are coming to the UK by boats. That's the government's business because that, it's up to them to do everything they can to stop that and curtail that, But for legal migration, at least they have been putting changes in place, drastic measures to make sure that that people are not coming to the UK as much. And the results, we have seen the results. A lot of people are not coming to the UK anymore. They've stopped dependents from coming to the UK, dependents of students, those on study visas, dependents of care workers. In fact, they've even stopped care workers. They've closed that route for overseas applicants. They've done a lot of things, increased salary threshold, just made it a bit more difficult for people to come into the UK, and it's really, really working, okay? Even those that are already here, those on study visa, they even find it very difficult to switch to a work visa and stay back in the UK. So most people find it very difficult, and they might eventually end up leaving the UK after their post-study work visa and all of that. So all the measures they've been putting in place have been working, and from the numbers that they've published to show us, it's been actually working. Okay, this is what the government have always wanted. Why do people still believe that immigration numbers are high? What's going on? It's just something that's happening behind the scenes that we do not know about, okay? And if we go ahead, you see that voters also say they have no confidence in the government's ability to control the UK's borders. According to the poll by More in Common, the results will come out as a blow to Keir Starmer's administration, which has taken an increasingly hardline stance for immigration in recent months, right? So net migration to the UK fell by more than 2/3 of a post-pandemic low in the year ending June 2025. But 67% of the people polled thought it had increased. Among reform voters, 4 in 5 thought immigration had grown, and more than 3 in 5, 63%, believed it has increased significantly. Why are they still believing these things despite all that has been going on, despite the drop in numbers? So could this be more political agenda? This government is fighting this government, this party against this party. At the end of the day, immigrants have to suffer for it, or pay for it. We understand all of that. You know, power tussle, who is going to be the best person to bring down migration, whose administration did immigration increase, whose administration brought down migration, and all of that. We understand. But sometimes I feel like most of these people put politics first, even before legal migrants, before, you know, how we feel, despite everything that we are putting into the system, despite our contribution, despite what we're bringing to the table, our positive contributions. Guys, legal migrants contribute a lot positively to the UK economy. The numbers are there, the results, the data, everything is there. Just enter the NHS today and you see for yourself what's going on there. Maybe I want to believe that they're talking about illegal migrants, those coming to the UK illegally. So let's just believe that that's the angle they're coming from. But even like that, I feel like following the news, you'd have noticed that these governments is also trying to do everything in their power to stop people from coming to the UK illegally, and to also fight those in the UK illegally as well, to try and fish them out and all. And you also see that they've also put some measures in place, or they have plans to see that these things reduce. Also increase the number of years it will take, you know, those taking asylum, those on refugee status to get ILR. Some will get 20 after 20 years, some will get after 30 years, and all of that. So yeah, I feel like it's a misunderstanding, and we have to talk about it, because this misunderstanding also is something that would affect migration. Whether we like it or not, what people believe goes a long way to affect policies, visas, right? Even our future. So it's very important that we talk about these things, right? Keeping quiet does not help anybody anymore. Because, for example, when there is a news that, oh, immigration numbers are high, net migration numbers are high, you will see it on every front page. Every news channel is carrying it. It's on the media everywhere. Oh, breaking news, radio shows, everyone is talking about it. You know, oh, immigration is out of control. They're taking our jobs, they're taking our visas, they're taking our certificates, our degrees. Is everywhere. Everyone is talking about it, right? Some people even blow it out of proportion. Everywhere you turn, left, center, oh, immigrants everywhere. It's just crazy, right? But when the numbers drop, and Gov.uk publishes it the way they usually do, everybody is silent. Just say it, or maybe one article hidden somewhere, and that will be it. Everybody just goes quiet. Why? Why don't they actually talk about the fact that these numbers are actually reducing? The fact that it went high and everybody has been talking about it. Everybody's saying, oh, migrants are to blame. Oh, immigrants this, immigrant that. And eventually, when the government now puts measures in place to bring it down, and then eventually goes down, people hardly talk about it. You hardly hear it anywhere or see it anywhere. Why? Guys, if you know the reason why, can you let me know? Can you let us know in the comment section? Like, these are the issues. Because see these articles, see this poll, people still believe that immigration numbers are increasing. And trust me, guys, when you hear immigration numbers, in some people's minds, they don't even want to differentiate between legal and illegal migrants. People that are working legally, skilled workers, or people that are crossing into the UK by boat. They don't know how to differentiate. They just feel, oh, every immigrant in the UK is a problem. You know, sometimes you see their comments online, you see what they say, you understand. You see the protests and everything going on sometimes, you understand that they really don't even differentiate between who is who. So, and also this goes a long way to also show us that bad news spread faster. When there's good news, you might not even hear it, or you'd have to go and search for it yourself. But when there's bad news, you don't even need to look or search. You're going to see it somehow on your screen. It's going to be on your face. It's going to be everywhere. So it's just the way it is. Everybody's saying, oh, immigration numbers, there's a problem. But then when there's an improvement, everybody's quiet. That's why you also see that people talk more about the numbers, what immigrants are doing. When there's a bad news, it's spread. But when there's a good news, the things migrants are doing, the positive contributions, how we are contributing to the economy, the taxes we pay, where we work, our skills, our qualifications, our degrees, how much we are working and helping the country. People don't often talk about that. That's why. Why is this though? Let's talk about this in the comment section. Because see, if you keep quiet, if we keep quiet, if we don't talk about our positive impact, our positive contributions, the media or whatever it is that's spreading the bad ones will keep doing that. But sometimes when some of us try to talk, or when you see people that try to talk about these positive ones on social media or online, some of us will keep saying, oh, keep quiet, you guys talk too much, go into your room, close your mouths, you guys are talking too much. These are the issues. And another angle that I was looking at this from is, in most UK cities now and towns, you will see more foreigners, okay? There are now more foreigners, more accents, more cultures, it's more diverse now, more international students, more delivery riders, more professional workers and all of that. And this might also make people to think, oh, immigrants are coming in more, numbers are increasing. But it doesn't mean that numbers are increasing, right? The data is there. There is everything, they're all there for anybody that wants to see it. It's on Government UK's public information. So seeing all those people does not mean that more migrants are coming in. It just means that society is more diverse now, you know, and just you feeling that way is not data. The data is there for proof. Another thing is, when you listen carefully to politicians and the way they talk about immigration, I'm sure that you wouldn't even blame anybody that thinks this way, that think the numbers are increasing, because of the way, some of the words that some of these politicians use is scary. They just create fear. You know, stopping the boats, taking back control, immigration crisis, stop the numbers, emergency crisis, this one, all of that. Right? The way they just say these things, you must earn the rights to be here. We don't want these people here. We don't. Like, the way they talk about it sometimes, as an immigrant, you'd be like, what's going on? What offense did we commit? Especially, I'm speaking for legal migrants now. So obviously, if you've been following me, you will know that this is people I'm referring to when I talk about migrants and all of that. So when leaders speak like that, I'm sure people will assume the numbers are exploding, So you wouldn't blame them for thinking the way they think or feeling the way they feel. So even when the numbers are falling, people will feel like, oh, the numbers are exploding. And that would also affect their perception, And then let's not talk about social media, right? When you just see one anti-immigration video, they're taking our jobs, they're taking our qualifications, they're taking our degrees. By the time you see one, the algorithm will show you 50 more, and everybody's saying the same thing, So it's just crazy. But then as the numbers are now dropping, reducing drastically, okay, people are no longer coming in as much as they are. In fact, the last report showed that people are leaving the UK more than people are coming into the UK. You get? So, but all of these things would not make the media or would not make the news as much as the negative ones. You get? Those same people will still not talk when numbers drop. So these are the issues. So one of these videos just instigate fear and anger. And you know how anger rises very fast, because this is what you're putting in people's minds. And then, because that's what they know, that's what they see. They don't see you saying that the numbers are dropping. So they'll now have that in their mind, thereby creating the wrong perception, having that in their mind. And then when it's time for this poll, obviously they will tell you that it's rising, because that's what they know. They don't understand. They don't know that the numbers are falling because of what they still have in their mind or what the media have made them believe. So these are misunderstandings and misconceptions, and I hope that they understand, whoever these 63% of people are, they just understand that numbers are really dropping. And to be honest, legal migrants are actually not the problem. Trust me, like, if you see, just look around you, look at the data, look at the statistics, look at the positive contributions that we're making, look at reports, they're all there. Everything is online. Look at it and you will see that we are actually not the problem. So guys, when I saw this, I just thought to share. I want to hear what you think about all of this in the comment section. Let's continue this conversation. Thank you all so much for watching. I'll see you all in my next video. Bye-bye.